Welcome to the Get Fit Guys quick and dirty tips to slim down and shape up. My name is Ben Greenfield, and I'm the Get Fit Guy. These days, lean is in. Whether you want to look like Brad Pitt in Fight Club, Demi Moore in G.I. Jane, or an underwear model in a magazine, big, bulky muscles just may not cut it. No pun intended. You may instead want a thin, yet toned appearance. So in this episode, you'll learn exactly what a toned muscle is, the best exercise to get toned, and a step-by-step workout to get toned muscles. First, let's clear up a couple confusing definitions about what tone actually is. One type of muscle tone is the type that's referred to by scientists, anatomists, or other geeky biology-oriented folks, and refers to the continuous passive contraction of your muscles. Basically, this means that all the muscles in your body are rarely in a complete state of rest, but rather they're slightly tensed to do things like support your back, your head, your chin, or your gut. You never actually have to think about this constant state of tension since it's controlled by automatic, unconscious nerve impulses from your brain. The second type of tone is the one that most of us think of when we use the word tone, and typically implies a state of body leanness, a low body fat percentage, or noticeable muscle definition or shape. For example, some of the folks I mentioned in the introduction to this episode would be considered toned, while a football linebacker would certainly be muscular, but not necessarily toned or lean with a low body fat percentage. So what's the best exercise to get toned? In order to have a toning effect, an exercise must accomplish two objectives. Number one, increase the size of muscle cells, and number two, decrease body fat percentage. To increase the size of muscle cells and give you more tight and dense muscle fibers, an exercise must be what exercise scientists refer to as a hypertrophy exercise. This simply means that the exercise stimulates new muscle cells to grow. To decrease body fat percentage, an exercise must either cause some type of hormonal response that puts your body into fat-burning mode, or burn up your storage fat calories, or both. Believe it or not, there actually are exercises that can both give you tight, dense muscle fibers and also cause a higher calorie burn. These exercises incorporate big muscle movements that use multiple joints and are typically performed until you're breathing very hard. One example of such a toning exercise is a swing. To perform a swing, you simply hold a heavy object like a dumbbell or medicine ball between your legs in a deep squat position. You can hold the dumbbell with one arm or two. Be sure to stick your butt out and avoid slouching your back. Then, simply stand as fast as you can and use the momentum of standing to swing the weight overhead. For the growth of muscle cells and a fat-burning effect, perform several sets of 10 to 20 swings per side. Another good toning exercise is a jumping pull-up. Even if you can't do a regular pull-up, you might be able to do a jumping pull-up. For this exercise, stand underneath a pull-up bar and jump, using the momentum of your jump to pull yourself as high as possible. Then lower yourself as slowly as possible. The jumping burns calories, and the lowering stimulates those toning muscle cells. Similar to swings, try a few sets of 10 to 20 jumping pull-ups. If you can't even do one jumping pull-up, don't worry. Try a pull-down exercise, which will allow you to gradually build the strength necessary for harder toning exercises like the pull-up. A pull-down can be performed using a cable machine at any gym. Finally, for an especially good leg toning exercise, you could try a walking lunge in which you step forward with one leg, drop into a lunge position, then take one big step forward and transition into a lunge with the opposite leg. As you lunge, you move across the room. Hold weights for extra difficulty, and if you really want more bang for your buck, try curling, twisting, or pressing as you do your lunges. I'll put a link to each of these exercises in the show notes so you can see me demonstrating them. So, how about a workout to get you toned? Let's put all this together and look at a perfect sample workout that incorporates the exercises I just described. First of all, warm up, using my Get Fit Guy tips on how to warm up and cool down, which you can get over at getfitguy.quickanddirtytips.com. Next, do 10 to 20 swings. Then, with minimal rest, go on and do 10 to 20 jumping pull-ups or pull-downs. Then, with minimal rest, move on to 10 to 20 walking lunges. And finally, with minimal rest, pick a cardio machine or grab a jump rope and do 1 minute of cardio as hard as you can. Recover for 2 to 3 minutes or until you're not breathing hard anymore. Then go back to the beginning of this circuit to start again with the swings. You should aim for 3 to 5 circuits of the swings, the jumping pull-ups, the walking lunges, and the minute of cardio. Finally, remember that no matter how good your toning workout is, you won't move fat off your body if you're eating too many calories or eating too much of the wrong foods. So be sure to pair this toning education up with a steady diet of the Nutrition Diva, which you can find over at quickanddirtytips.com. While you're there, be sure to subscribe to the free Get Fit Guy newsletter, which will give you access to exclusive videos and tips that you can't get anywhere else. And for those of you rabid fans of fitness, you may be interested to know that I actually do have a blog at which I post my own musings on fitness. You can get to that at bengreenfieldfitness.com. Until next time, this is Ben Greenfield, the Get Fit Guy, asking you, what are you waiting for? Go get fit.